So guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me. This is a space where we speak about clarity, alignment, abundance through healing and coaching. And today we'll be speaking about the importance of purpose and how you can align with it. So guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me. For those who are seeing me for the first time, my name is Sandy Pogazi, and I am a healer and a coach, and this is Suslop Spaces. This is a space where we speak about clarity, alignment, abundance through healing and coaching. And today we'll be speaking about the importance of purpose and how you can align with it. First of all, what is purpose? Purpose is the reason why something is created. So when it comes to humans, purpose will be the very thing that you are called to do while you are on earth. And a lot of people tend to, work towards getting their purpose or getting their lives and purpose and aligned with their destiny. However, somewhere, somehow along the way that they find themselves, overwhelmed and sometimes, misaligned to where and what they're supposed to be doing. And so this video is just to share with you the importance of purpose, because a lot of us tend to believe that there are certain things and certain instances that we may experience, and while we are good at certain things, that we then believe those things are our purpose. However, because we are multi-gifted and we're beings who are able to dabble into different things, if someone teaches you something, you will grasp it. If someone else teaches you something else, you will grasp it. And over time now, these are the skills that we get to use once we actually get to our purpose. And so for those who perhaps, an example is that someone at 50 would say, I found my purpose at 50. What were they doing all of those 50 years? Whether they were working a 9-to-5, whether they were working a business, whether they were in a different industry, or whether they were doing something that is related to, just to earning money. And then at 50, they then decide, actually, this is what I want to do. This is my cause. This is my calling. And so a lot of people find their calling at a later stage. But now we are in an era where a lot of people are actually awakened, and they're getting to the place and space where they now get to understand what they're called for. And also, I think we are now in a generation or in an era where a lot of parents are actually encouraging their children from a very young age to follow their passion, to do what excites them. And so that is purpose. And the importance of it is that when you understand that this is your purpose, when you understand that this is what I'm called for, one, it eliminates the need for you to be comparing yourself to other people. Number two, it also eliminates very, very, very huge, it eliminates very, very huge pressures, which we tend to find ourselves in, and believing that this is part of the motivation. Number three, what it does is that when you are aligned and you know what it is, your purpose, you then understand that there's certain things that you give your energy to, and there's certain things that you don't. Because sometimes, and most of the time, when we focus our energy in things that are not necessarily building us or creating the life that we want, we then end up giving ourselves into this thing. While we may learn something while we're doing that, but at some point we'll grow weary and we'll grow tired, and we won't be able to push as much as we would like to. And also the motivation to push, the zeal and the energy to just give yourself to this will not be the same. Whereas if you are in purpose and you are in alignment, you then get to understand that when those seasons or those moments where you are weary, it is your time to rest and just to reboot and to keep going. What tires a lot of people in across the world, and I won't say it's in our era, but through generations. This is what I'd like to believe, is that what had tired or what tires people right now is that not knowing and understand what they are called to do. While I may be good at cooking, while I may be really good with admin, or while I'm good with helping people and assisting people with certain things, this may not, or those may not be my calling. And so what it means is that with these skills that I am able to do and I'm good at, these I can then incorporate into fulfilling my purpose. And so the question would be, is that what is my purpose? Is my purpose to help people understand or have a sort of a convenient life, which would be, personal assistance, administration, creating that ease and efficiency in their lives? Number one. Number two, would it be that with my food I can, create wholesome meals or wholesome meal plans that will help them align with their body goals, or perhaps just, goals that are aligned to their spirituality, or, any of the skills that I can do? Are those things my purpose? And the truth is, and my reality is, that all of those skills have now become things that I get to help other people with. I get to advise, I get to, enlighten people to certain information that they may not have, or perhaps information that they could not see, or a view in which they could not see. And so then I would come in with my skills or with my experience and knowledge, and to assist them into making a better decision when it comes to their life. The importance of knowing and understanding your purpose is that when you move from a space of confusion and into the space of understanding that this is what you call for, and while you are in this space, you then get to realize that there's just so much that has been given to you. You have been blessed with so much, and while you are blessed with all of these things, you are now in a realm, or you have an opportunity to experience abundance. And when it comes to abundance, it's understanding that there is more than enough for everyone. Even though I am good at speaking, even though I'm good and I'm not shy in front of a camera, even though I have these skills and I have these experiences, however, as I incorporate all of these things into this one pool of understanding what my purpose is, and also understanding that I'm in an abundant zone, I then get to align with the things and the way in which I am supposed to serve my gift, or offer my gift into this world. And so that is what it has been for me on a personal note. And so what I'm trying to say and to share with you guys is that when it comes to your purpose, sometimes it's not something that is very, far-fetched. It's not something that you don't already know that you are good at, that you can do. For me, for instance, I know that I'm gifted and I've been blessed to speak life into people's life. I've been gifted with writing. I've been gifted, with speaking. I've been gifted with other things. I can dance if I want to. But all of these amazing skills and gifts, then become one big bowl of abundance for me, where I get to experience God's love, God's, immense grace and favor, because I would now be operating in my gifts, in my pool of gifts, or my bowl of gifts. And once you get into the space, and once you align, and once you understand that whatever it is that I'm doing, whatever it is that I'm putting out, it is not taking away from the next person. When I got to a space where I was no longer trying to compare myself to the next person, where I got to a space where I understood that if I remained authentic in the calling, in the destiny and the purpose that I'm called for, I would not make mistakes. And while, the world will say you need to look a certain way, you need to do things a certain way. But for me, and truly speaking, and this is the foundation of my work, I have to be authentic. I have to be myself. I have to use what I have, because the word of God also says that, you know, when you are trusted, well, this is my interpretation anyway, when you are trusted with the little, when you can use and utilize the little that you have been given and been blessed with, you will then be able to manage and also be able to experience and enjoy the much and the greater, which is the abundance of God, which is what I believe that we are all worth, and we are all worthy of receiving and enjoying and experiencing in this life. So how do you align with your purpose? First of all, a lot of people, including myself, I was at this point where I did not know my purpose because it was clouded by a lot of trauma. And this trauma was caused by whether it was my experience as an inner child, which is my younger self, or the family that I grew up in, the school, and the different things that have made me and gotten me into this age. And so with that, I then realized that traumas and the experiences and our past and everything, these become blinders when it comes to us realizing our purpose. And sometimes when we need to, you know, get to a place where we must align and where we must go for what we truly want, it becomes difficult because it's something that has not been done in our family, perhaps. And also there is the fear that, will I do it right? Will I make it? Will I make my family proud, and so forth. And so these are then the factors that then become quite a painful experience for a lot of people, because now they are held back by their familiar environment, and often that then cripples them, and hence why other people, it will take them many years to actually get to the place and space where they can say, this is my voice, this is how I want to share my voice, and this is what I want to give to the world. So these are the two things I will share when it comes to aligning with your purpose. And in my next video, I'll share the rest of the pointers. Thank you so much. See you next time.